G'day guys, Rob here from Hunt Oz, and thank you for joining me once again at the table. It's been a little while since we've been here, but that said and done, we need to be here today. What I do have is a little bit of tech talk for you on one of the latest and greatest out on the market from ThermTec. What we have sitting right here in front of me is the ThermTec Ibex 335L thermal scope, and boy, what a scope it is. This is what I would classify as a scope for all occasions. That said and done, doesn't necessarily carry that price point, as it retails currently at $2,799, which in thermal scope realms is very, very reasonable and affordable, especially for what this unit delivers. Now, I'll just go through a few specs for you in this video. There's going to be a lot more videos to come with this one on rifles out in the field doing work, so you can actually see the images and the actual unit in action. But again, I just literally got my hands on this not too long ago, and I wanted you guys to know as quickly as I could get it out to you a little bit of information, because like I say, I'm really thoroughly impressed with what I've seen so far. Straight out of the box, literally, for those that know me, as soon as something hits the desk, the battery goes in and we start doing some testing. So again, I'm here to just highlight a few points that caught my eye and a few innovations that really sort of opened my eyes. So literally, some of those include simple things, like I say, the 384 by 288 sensor, great level there, nothing too crazy, definitely does the job quite good. So from that point of view, sort of shorter to medium range, you can definitely still use it long range, but obviously at that point there, you'll sort of find your happy medium. You're running an NETD of 18 millikelvin. You've got now built in to the actual housing your LRF, so there's nothing external, no square units outside, nothing to hang up, get banged up or anything of that sort, which I think is great. We've gone away from front focus or side focus. We've now got the top turret focus, which again is a little bit more intuitive in my opinion and easy to find in the dark. Beyond that, you've got your horizontal battery, which I think should be across the board with these sort of scopes, running an 18650, so very easily interchangeable. In actual fact, the unit itself comes with two 18650 batteries, a 2-port charger, a couple of USB cables, and your cloth in there anyway for you. So from that point of view, you're well and truly ready to get started. But always my advice is grab a few extra batteries and go from there. Now, here's a couple of the new ones. I can tell you now, having looked through the unit and jumped through the menu system, what caught my eye, and I mean caught my eye, was the optional display. So what I mean by optional display is you've got the choice between a square display or a round view display. Press of a button, whatever you prefer. If you're used to sort of maybe the older style where you sort of see all four edges, great, away you go. Or if you're now looking at that new style of the full view and the round view, again, simple press of the button, and it really allows you to fully customize to what your needs are. That said, you're looking through a large OLED display running at 1600 by 1200 resolution, which is absolutely phenomenal for your eye of an evening. Another thing that caught my eye was the new TASS system. And what that stands for, it's not just letters, is the ThermTec Auto Sight system. Now, should you acquire a target, might be a little bit further on the range, you want to zoom in a little bit and obviously try and get the best shot you can of the target. As soon as you fire your round, what basically happens is internally, this makes the call and says, right, we're going to base magnification. So that automatically opens up your field of view wide open. Obviously, from that point of view, perfect world, animals hit, goes down. Sometimes does happen, animals hit, makes a bit of a run, and you want to track it. And when you are zoomed in, it makes it that little bit harder to be able to do so, especially in the spur of the moment, looking to be able to adjust zoom. So from that point of view, all the hard work's done. That'll drop to a base mag, gives you that bigger field of view and allow you to really see what's happening after that shot's taken. So again, that to me is a real game changer and a great move in that sense. Adding to the LRF, what you'd expect these days and should be expecting is your built-in ballistic calculator, which this definitely does have. Once you pop in all your data, literally LRF, hit the button, get your holdover. No matter what you zeroed at, the computer will do the work for you, give you your fresh holdover, and away you go. It's as simple as that. A steady hand and a squeeze of the trigger should get the rest of the job done for you. So now that I'm looking at it, I can honestly say I'm starting to believe that this ThermTec unit could actually be setting a new benchmark for affordable excellence. Price point, amazing. The quality of image for a 384 by 288 sensor definitely bats above the figures itself. And I can tell you now, you actually get so much bang for buck out of this unit that you'll actually probably believe that you should have probably paid a bit more for it, even though none of us want to. So again, the reason why I made this video so quickly, straight out of the box, before I've even had a chance to put it to work in the field, is having had a play, I think you guys should know about this one. I would be getting straight out as quickly as I can to my ThermTec / Spiker stockist. If they've got it on the shelf, grab one, have a look, make one your own. If they don't, grab them by the collar, give them a hard shake, and tell them to get it in stock for you. Because I can tell you now, the ThermTec Ibex 335L is the real deal. It's going to be going onto my FX Mark IV, and I can tell you now, this thing's going to be seeing a lot of work on the foxes and bunnies. So that said, enough talk from me. There's the unit. You see what's on the table. This thing's going on the rifle literally as soon as I stop recording this video, and the videos will start following very quickly. But between you and I, have a look, suss it out. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you with some footage out in the field. Guys, ThermTec Ibex, the real deal. Have a good one.